Taste it.
Hey, I'm Steph the Chef. Welcome to Microlicious. Today we're going to be making Italian couscous and microwave pizza. Let's start with pizza. First you will need a can opener, measuring cups and measuring spoons, scissors, pre-cooked pizza crust, a bag of cheese, whatever kind you like, and then any kind of topping you like for the pizza, pizza sauce, and paper towels. First you're going to start by cutting open the pizza crust. And you can buy these in 2 packs in places. We've got 3. And just go ahead and take one out. And go ahead and set it down on the counter. And then next you're going to want to open your pizza sauce and pour some on it. This can get a little messy sometimes, but that's okay. And you can either do your toppings or cheese next. I prefer to do cheese and then my toppings. Get your cheese. You're going to want to use about a half cup or a cup of cheese, just depending on how much you like. I'm going to use a half cup of cheese. Put it in the bag. Pour it in your hand and spread it around. You know what? We might even go up to another half cup, so that's about a cup of cheese. Now for the toppings. I chose pepperoni and also mushrooms. It's not going to take a lot because these are pretty small pizza crusts. I bought the 7-inch kind. And pepperonis are always a good choice because they last a really, really long time and they can be used on other things. Get a few pepperonis out, lay them on there. And then I also chose mushrooms. I got the canned kind. Once again, they're just easy to store. If you have limited space in the refrigerator in your dorm room, it's just easier to get canned stuff sometimes. Oh, we can get it open without making a complete mess. I got a little mushroom juice on the pizza. It's okay. You just put these kind of everywhere. Alright, and then it's ready to microwave. Alright, and you're going to want to microwave the pizza for about 2, 3, and sometimes even 4 minutes. It just kind of depends on what power level your microwave has. First what you're going to do is stick a paper towel on bottom so it doesn't get too messy. It's kind of a small microwave, so we'll move it back a little bit. And it's okay to go ahead and stick one on top so it doesn't splatter everywhere. I'm going to go ahead and fold it in half. And I'll do this one for 3 minutes. And while you're waiting for the pizza to finish, it's okay to go ahead and start up the couscous. For the couscous, you're going to need measuring cups and measuring spoons, a fork, Italian seasoning, dried chopped onions, salt, can of diced tomatoes, some couscous, and a microwave-safe bowl. Alright, the first thing you're going to do is fill up your bowl about halfway full or maybe a little more. It's going to be about a cup of couscous going in, so you just have to account for that. And we'll go over here to the food. You're going to go ahead and open your box of couscous or bag, whichever you have. It looks like I have a box and a bag, so I might need scissors. Kind of cut it open. Stuff can kind of spill everywhere. It's kind of small before you cook it. It's going to be about a cup, so you pour it into the measuring cup. You don't want to get quite to the brim, but just close enough. And you go ahead and pour it in there. And while you're at it, you'll probably want to take about a half teaspoon of salt. And this is going to just add flavor while it's cooking, so we'll cook it in. And then you'll do a couple shakes of onions, give it a little bit more flavor, gives it a bit of an Italian flavor. And finally some Italian seasoning. We'll say about a teaspoon. It'll kind of get everywhere. And whenever the microwave is ready, you just kind of stir it around a little bit to get it all evened out. And we'll put it in. Alright, this is going to be microwaved for about 8 minutes. You can bring it down to 6, but your couscous might be a little rough like that. So let's stick it in. And while we're waiting for that to microwave, we'll take a look at the pizza. We already got it out of the oven, and I think it looks pretty good. Doesn't that look good? That's about a couple minutes after it is done cooling. So the cheese is thickened up a little bit more. It's a little wobbly getting it out of the microwave, so if you would like, you can also use a plate with it. And you can either cut it with a pizza cutter or scissors. And I like to use scissors because it gets it cut all the way through. It's a trick I learned from my mother. You can cut it into 4s if you got a smaller pizza. And we'll wait to try it when we try our couscous. Alright, now that our couscous is done, we just pop it out of the microwave, and you want to fluff it immediately. Oh, it's going to be real hot, so you might want to take some of those paper towels we used earlier and use them kind of as an oven mitt. There we go, it's a little bit better. Set it down, fluff it up. If you don't fluff it, it kind of starts sticking together and getting real clumpy. So you just want to make sure you do this. So what you'll want to do is go ahead and open your can of tomatoes. You can drain them or you can use the juices. You're only going to use about half the can. You can actually buy smaller cans of these, but I just couldn't find it at the grocery store when I went. I like to use the juice out of it because it gives it a real good flavor. So what I'm going to do, since I got a really big can, is pour a little bit of the juice in and kind of fork out some of the tomatoes. I'll just kind of mix it in. It gives it kind of some sauce to it. Get some vegetables. And this can be a healthy alternative to other pastas, and it's got a real good texture to it. We'll add a little bit more Italian seasoning to it, just to make sure it's Good and flavorful. And it's ready to eat. Wow, that meal was really delicious. Well, that is all we have today for you on Microlicious. So let me microwave goodbye.
D to the E to the L-I-C-I-O-U-S to the D to the E to the L-I-C-I-O-U-S to the D to the E to the L-I-C-I-O-U-S.